Welcome back to this wonderful best of 5. We've got the CIS Grand Finals for the Genting Qualifiers continues. NaVi, 2 games to the good, ahead of Empire. It's not looking good, is it? For Empire.
Yeah, they seem a bit tilting the way they left the second game. This could affect the third game a lot. I don't know if they have the comeback mentality. Not enough. Yeah, FN is just out. Not enough time though to think about it because it's an online qualifier. Just a couple of minutes to pull their shit together.
Yeah. At least it's not like NA where they swap a player out in the middle of a best of 3 or best of 5. Had that happen a couple of times. They keep all their players in the team through the series. But Empire, 1 game away from elimination. NaVi, 1 game away from qualifying for Genting. Very, very close indeed. And it's
Omni is in the pool though.
Ooh.
Sorry, I had to interrupt you.
That's fine.
Because of the Omni
you
night.
have to call it. If it's going to get picked here, you have to come out and call it.
Well, it's going to be picked for sure. Again, with the duo supports opening, Shadowfiend banned out against Clockwork. FN plays it well. Also, the old school Cogs plus Shadowfiend Souls. Also, NaVi banned out the Razor. That could be the reason why they want to get hands on the Omni Knight as well.
Empire thinking, do we take it? Do we sneak it? There's also Medusa.
Banned out.
Banned, indeed. Alongside the Chen. There's a Gyro. It took them a little while, but I mean, that's a silent classic. Get their hands on the gyrocopter. Used to be the best gyro in the world for a long time, back when he was on Empire on that original iteration.
Original Empire, huh?
Yeah. That was a long time. It's like 3 years ago now? 4? It's ages ago. Jeez. I'll never forget silent gyro, rapiers, SNY, killing everyone. Then his phase boots morphling was fun as well. What a player. Well, Omni Knight, you called for it. NaVi have the opportunity to pick it up for themselves right here, right now. Outside of that...
Not necessarily. They might go for a Batrider once again. They have a Night Stalker.
Exactly.
He flies over the Cogs. Both of them actually can. So they're not threatened by the Clockwork. Also, DP is still in the pool if they want to go for it. Don't fix what's not broken. Chinese teams, especially Vici, loves to play it. Sometimes they even pick it in the first stage because they play well around it.
I mean, the Batrider even is, you know, if Empire are thinking about the Omni 4th pick, Batrider's reasonably good against the Omni as well, in the mid to late game anyway, just being able to, you know, blink lasso and take him out of the fight, so all of that sustain is removed. I would be pretty pleased to have the General Bat again. Do you think he struggles at all against Shadow Shaman and... Oh, hello!
Another general hero.
Elder Titan, okay. Brings to the table a lot of teamfight control. The reset ability, though, of that Echo Stomp can set up for some big wombo combos.
They need the tower damage on the side of NaVi.
5 seconds
A few options they can go for. Still looking for that one-roll hero. Could maybe leave Dendy's hero till a little bit later. I mean, do we see much Sven from NaVi?
I don't recall.
I feel like Crystallize is more the Agi carry guy. You know, Weaver, Morphling, Gyro.
Crystallize has been playing extremely well in the past month or 2.
Oh, there is the Omni.
Well, they embraced the opportunity to get the Omni Knight. Razor is banned out, so a lot of team fight potential with what they have right now.
10 seconds remaining.
And into the 4th pick we go.
5 seconds remaining.
So during the night time with this NSET, a fair amount of ways to catch people out. Good roaming power as well. You know, Elder Titan's one of those offlane heroes that can definitely kind of rotate around the map as Void comes out from Crystallize. So they've now got a combo between their offlaner and their safe laner with Chrono and Earth Splitter.
They might pull off the Invoker combo with the Faceless Void and the ET. not the best laner.
10 seconds remaining.
Let me just check what else is there that can
5 seconds remaining.
do really well. Even Queen of Pain
Puck?
can work, not the best one.
A lot of magic. Again, it feels like they still need someone that can help the Void hit buildings. They're lacking some kind of, overarching just damage
I mean,
output.
DP is still in the pool if they want to go for it.
True. Very true.
They can even sneak in the Pagna. Helps a lot against these hero board. Deals a lot of damage, especially to Shadow Shaman. And they need a hero on the mid
Dire
who's
team banned.
more of active early on.
Oh. A few options out there. Viper is in the pool. Maybe not so good against
10
the
seconds remaining.
Omni Clockwork, but you can buy 4 staff, corrosive skin, pretty decent against the
5
gyro,
seconds remaining.
and a ranged attacker to get inside that chrono. 5th ban from NaVi. Mid hero for FN. Could a puck work for Empire? But a team fight catch, help the gyro get a good cooldown. Silence against the Void is huge as well to stop that time walk from jumping around in fights.
Yeah, they could use a silence hero or someone that can build into a silence. Maybe Storm Spirit for Team Empire, not the best in the early laning stage.
But as it gets later, really,
Later-
chrono is the only thing.
He can dodge
Dire
it.
team pick.
Team Empire's turn to pick.
That's the Viper for Na'Vi.
That's a good call.
What do you think about the DK ban?
So they need.
That's just tanky and annoying, but if you're picking Viper, worrying about the DK,
He doesn't get destroyed in the lane by Viper.
later on the Nether
10
Toxin's annoying
seconds
with a break,
remaining.
but yeah, I guess you're right. If you're grouping up as 5 as Empire and you've got repelled, like a repelled
5
Dragonite hitting your
seconds
tower is
remaining.
just impossible to go on, even with a chrono.
Yes, Puck is out of the option.
What on earth does Empire go for? They've got no time remaining, like an OD or something? Yeah.
You may now select your heroes.
There really weren't that many options, right? Because you need someone that can hit a Void and a Viper who has some kind of, way to deal with these tanky, annoying heroes.
Yeah, repel the OD seems scary. OD early on does well in the laning stage against the Viper. Later on, it just falls off. Plus, with the OD pick, they have a save for Faceless Void's Chrono. So they have a double save. If Omni and OD just split up in a team fight, whoever gets caught, the other one can save him.
Let's find out what they get up to. Game number 3. Best of 5 here for the CIS Qualifiers. ESL 1 Genting. If you're wondering, in Singapore they pronounce it Genting, which is bad and wrong. In Malaysia, Genting.
Prepare for battle.
Let's get ourselves underway. Crystallized Faceless Void.
How do you know that, Gary?
I used to live in Brunei, near Malaysia.
Oh yeah, you pretty much lived everywhere
Yeah.
in the world.
Not everywhere, a few places. But, I don't
You lived in Saudi Arabia, right?
yeah, for 3 years. That was interesting. No cinemas, no fun, no nothing.
I think they just removed the ban from cinemas.
Yeah. And I'm not living there anymore.
Maybe you should move.
Move back
Imagine
there.
watching the. I don't know what's a good movie right now that it's in theater. Star Wars.
Jumanji.
Yeah. In Saudi Arabia.
Oh boy. Nothing weird with the
30
itemization, right?
seconds to battle.
Boots first ET, Boots first Night Stalker. Everything else is relatively normal.
Omni Knight's gonna have a good time on this top lane. Void really does not threaten Omni Knight. Witch Doctor, Night Stalker. Night Stalker is gonna be helping out Elder Titan or just harassing mid. So Omni is gonna have a good time.
Yeah, and he's even going to get a bounty rune here, potentially, forcing Crystallized back. 1 for Omni, 1 for the OD. Split right and left again. Start to see this more and more often now. ET and Night Stalker both down at bottom. Gyro, Shadow Shaman are like, oh god, these two strength heroes, get out of my lane. In comes the Spirit, drag the creep wave back and across. Level 1 homing missile here and a lot of damage from the Shadow Shaman.
He needs to use the shackles on Night Stalker.
And it does grab him, and this damage output looks pretty damn good, but with a homing missile, they don't have that rocket barrage consistent damage output. And you're right, yeah, the double boots allows them to drag the wave all the way back. Another shackles here from the Shadow Shaman could maybe stop them, but Spirit will aggro the creeps yet again. As up at top, we'll see that Maledict you've been wanting, the Witch Doctor, for quite some time. You know, the Maledict's very good against these tanky strength offlaners. Get the right clicks in, zone them out of lane as much as you can.
Yeah, the lane's gonna push.
Can they reset this? Oh no, only one melee creep in there. That's kind of sad. Seneko taking a battering from the Omni as Clockwork finds the ET down at bottom with Cogs.
Well, Cogs plus a couple of right hits plus a shackle from Rasta. I love the build on Rasta. Tangos.
Where is he? Well, Omni's dying top lane. We'll catch that one, and now we'll look at the Rasta. Oh, he's got TP. Don't forget that.
That's a free one.
I don't care. He still has it. Does that count as your net worth? No, right?
I'm not sure though.
Who knows? Who cares?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all. Maybe it does for the Shadow Shaman, who's going to be down at the bottom for the majority of the game. Elder Titan stacking up the waves once more. Clockwork is here to try and trap him with Cogs, but the speedy ET with boots, like, dancing around. Come on.
He's gonna die eventually.
What's happening? What's happening?
This is wrong. The Dire doesn't get 120 gold each. That would be
Yeah.
600 gold.
You can see the fight recap. It actually doesn't show any money going to anyone. That's wrong as well. Crystallize and Seneko doing a really good job, though, dealing with the Omni Knight, as they will TP Clockwork up there to try and give him an easier time. Level 2 on Clock with Tranquils, thanks to that ET dying down at the bottom lane. So he's going to be able to swiftly move in on top of the Witch Doctor, but you can see Seneko kind of ready for this, has boots up and running already. They've allowed him to farm those up.
That's what I talked about, the mid lane. Oh, top lane.
Are they trying again? It's just
Tango.
level 1 Maledict, right?
Yeah, he's good. At one point, OD had 8 CS and Viper had 0, but Viper's gonna catch up.
15 and 6. So 13-0. No denies on OD, even with Astral. Still finding it very difficult to do that. Now bottom lane, trying to get in from the left-hand side with the Clockwork behind these trees. A Shackle could start things off. 1-1-2 build here from the Gyro, but in comes the two-man stomp. A TP from the Witch Doctor. Cask onto the Gyro. They've got the damage output as well, but he can't run back into the trees. A nice little pick-off there as the Clockwork tries to get in on top of the ET. Shackles come out. Witch Doctor looks to turn it back, but he doesn't have Cask. You're absolutely right. The ET will drop for this. Still the Gyro falling. A nice little kill there from NaVi.
Omni Knight's gonna have a good time. On top lane now, 7 CS, not the best. Witch Doctor zoned him out nicely. But still, he's gonna catch up because Witch Doctor just TP'd on the bottom. It's the first nighttime. Night Stalker is level 3 with the phase boots, so that's gonna be super big.
Damn. General Night Stalker getting it done. The double null OD mid. He's being eyed up by the ET. There's also the Clockwork. We're back into the 2v2 mid. Oh, add another one. 2 + 1, 3. Minus the ET potentially here. Gonna get the Shackles in from Shadow Shaman. And that's an easy kill, surely. There's no way the ET gets out. One more hit. FN will secure it. A little bit out of position. He was waiting for his Witch Doctor to swing into the mid lane as well. A little bit delayed there as Seneko ran from Fountain with a smoke, now aiming down towards bottom. As these Radiant supports just trying to open up the map a little bit more.
Void's getting a lot of levels. Level 5.5. Once he gets to level 6 with the rotation from either Witch Doctor or Elder Titan, they can score a kill. What is Viper sitting at? 24?
The 12 denies though.
Yeah, that's a lot of denies.
Like level, yeah. Oh, poor OD. You've got Viper Strike. I mean, OD, no Astral just now. Throws it there to try and save himself from the damage. He will succeed at staying alive, at least for the meantime, as bottom lane. They are eyeing up the Gyro. Cask thrown with a Maledict out, but no bounces as the Gyro did get away from the catapult spread out. So the little coconut wasn't going to cause too many issues.
Void is level 6. Has a TP scroll.
Oh, Shackles with a battery assault, but a sick two-man stomp. They turn back onto the Rasta. Easy pickings here as they bring him down. The Gyro arrives with a homing missile, aiming for General's Night Stalker. They'll bring down the Witch Doctor easily, but the OD hasn't cast Astral on anyone. The ET walks
It's
it off.
level 1 Astral.
Oh, you're right. He didn't get close enough. It is very short range on the Astral. Just look at that. It's tiny, tiny range. Gyro. Maybe gonna get caught here. Void forward now. Just gets a raindrop charge popped. 3 remaining. As the aggressive tri lane continues, Witch Doctor arrives again. Clockwork slowed down as his retreat is stopped here by the Night Stalker trapped in the cogs. They got the sleep onto Gyro.
They have a shrine ready. 3-man shrine. What up?
Easy healings. Dendi has a double damage rune middle lane. Okay. Clockwork TP's in. This is going to be interesting. DD expires. He slows the Clockwork to make sure that Tranquils are cancelled and the Cog's battery assault doesn't get too much in his face, but they still close the gap. Now ET. Spirit into Stomp. Slows down 3 of them, or sleeps up 3 of them, but they still have the Purification and the damage from the OD in onto the Viper. Now it's an absolute slaughter in this fight. They've got the Cask bouncing, but the Clockwork survives, sprinting away from the ET. No real follow-through here. The Rastam likely to be the sacrificial lamb, as in comes General to punch him down. Omni and Clockwork retreating as well, but here's the Chrono. Crystallize arrives. Perfect place, perfect time. They lose the Viper, but 3 heroes in exchange, giving so much money, but experience going the way of ET and Witch Doctor, pushing them a little closer to their level 6s.
They should be careful about diving and fighting during the night time. The night will just go away. Good morning, Dota 2. Void is gonna go for what it seems to be Mask of Madness into Battle Fury build. Super greedy. I mean, he's sitting on top of CS chart, 54, 15.
Yeah, 400 net worth ahead of pretty much anyone else in this game.
Yep. You don't want to go on a Viper. Viper with level 4 corrosive skin, power threads, raindrops, and magic wand. He can tank up like 2000 damage.
It took 4 heroes and all their spells to kill him, right? OD. OD isn't level 6 yet. Yo, finally hits it. Almost 9 minutes in. I mean, how many denies did you say the Viper had? 30. 30. Ridiculous.
He has more denies than Viper has, than OD has CS. Not
there
anymore.
we go. There we go. Not anymore. Mid lane, Cogs trap the Clockwork in, allowing the Maledict to come out from Seneko. Unfortunate for Clockwork there. It's top lane. They're giving ET a bit of time to get that level 6. Bottom, Night Stalker caught with a call down. That's a good kill. Bring that NS to his knees and get Gyro up on the board as well. It's a 3 kill streak there. The killing spree and 300 gold into the Gyro's pockets. He's not going for the Mask of Madness this time around. The drums are being queued up at top lane. Backstab onto the Omni Cask. No, the repel just in time as the projectile was landing.
Yeah, they were counting on either double Cask or pretty hard to pull it off against an Omni.
Chrono in 15. Likely look to play around that ultimate. Dendi has a ring of health here.
Yeah, he's gonna go for 4-staff first item against the Clockwork. It's always good.
And there's no reason to go for a hood on Viper, and especially not in this game, really. Plenty of pure damage that Negates all of that nonsense. Gyro and Night Stalker having a bit of a scrap here. The rocket barrage going to be enough to send General across to the rune spot, but homing missile donks him there. Regen rune, bot spawn. Deny? No? Shackles? Hello. In comes the rest of the team.
Debated.
Hex is there, and rocket barrage. Oh, there's no mana now. He
Oh,
has it. Picks
Gyro
up the
picks
regen.
it
He's
up.
got a cooldown. Ah, that's the kill. Regen gets cancelled by the Void, at the very least. Gets a little anti-efficiency play there onto the gyrocopter as the Chrono on the Omni Knight back towards the side. NaVi find a juicy kill of their own, but they expend a big ulti for it.
Crystallize as a Void is involved in a lot of kills, 4 out of 9 already. I mean, that double Chrono was really sick.
Yeah, he's been relatively active, but it doesn't feel like it's hurt his farm at all, really. Keeps on pumping through those creeps.
I feel like OD is one of the heroes that Hand of Midas is a must, because he's gonna fall off. You have a level 7 OD against level 10 Viper.
Things looking rough indeed.
Feels so sad, man. He was 8 CS against 0 on Viper, then Viper just catches up.
Catches up and destroys him. Well, Dandy still might be in a little bit trouble. Oh no, they pop the smoke. The ET, perfect place. Sees them coming. They try to get in behind this tier 1, but they won't find Roger at all.
What Dandy could do there, when you have raindrops and you're not threatened, you just drop the raindrop out of your inventory so you save a charge. Drop it in the backpack.
Clever. No waste. Void had his Mask of Madness on, was silenced, now the jump away, Time
No
Walk
hook.
expended, 3 seconds cooldown. With his Shackles and Hex, Crystallize maybe dropping here. Yeah, Purification Bomb finishes him off, the 2-man sleep. Look to turn us back around, the Viper TP is a slow one. Night Stalker came in initially, and this Repel TP will secure the safety of the Omni. The cancel though from the Night Stalker stops the clock from retreating. And they will bring him down, but a lot of expenditure here for not much return. NaVi lose their 1, kill the enemy 4. Should they try and pressure tier 1 here? It's full HP, it's so hard.
They're gonna have a Chrono invented. This maybe if Void had the
Dire's middle tower
magic
is
wand
under
there,
attack.
he could have lived. This is super greedy build. Usually you go for like Aquila, so you have some kind of mana region. But he has a Void Stone now.
Oh, here we go. Void, silent stomp to follow. Viper in, gets hexed up by the Rast. The Shackles gonna get cancelled out by the Earth Splitter, but the Purification Repel will keep the Omni alive as OD arrives. Level 2 Arcane Orb, but the slow, the attack speed slow. He Astros himself, but he might just die regardless of the cooldown. Now Gyro enters the fight. There's the heal back onto the OD. They kill the ET, but the Dire have fallen away. Viper could still get caught though. Getting punched away. Clockwork forced out of his tier 1 area, but another Hex comes in. Crystallize somewhere else has found a double kill. I'm watching Dendy, but I should have been watching the Void, shouldn't I? Gyro retreating, but in comes the time-dilating Faceless Void. Kills off the Gyro as Dendy does get the takedown in the back onto that Shadow Shaman. So Void, what did he do? Just TP'd into Shrine, ran over, and Chrono too?
Yeah, pretty much. He's getting close to his Battle Fury. Once again, Empire should be careful about fighting during the night time. They still have an OD who's kinda under-leveled and doesn't deal that much of a damage. I mean, they can turn the things around with good Purification and Repel.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
It was again a double Chrono.
And OD does not flash farm. Doesn't clear stacks, doesn't take Ancients. OD needs to get back into this through lane creeps and team fighting or pickoffs. So Gyro really, this silent gyrocopter, should have to take control of these jungle camps, try and get himself into a position where he can be the frontliner, he can be the one fighting with the Repel on him, and Omni Knight can maybe worry about keeping the OD alive with his other spells. Mid lane, NaVi do come in, but Rasta ready.
He's alone.
Rasta ready to die. Cooldown arrives. The Night Stalker though flying over the cliff into the ancient camp, and OD with Gyro should be able to, Omni Knight slaps him down. The Death Ward out from Suneko, zoning back the Team Empire members. Top lane, Crystallize just continues farming. You know, they're being forced into these fights where they're getting disadvantageous trades. And NaVi sees everything. They've got wards watching the movements of Empire, moving up to high ground, down to low ground, into jungle, across the shrine. Empire not entirely sure what NaVi are up to, as Dendi feels unkillable in this mid lane, left alone with ET deep. Tries a stomp from Fog, but the battery assault catches him at the last second. Force staff from Dendi. Buys a bit of space, but now might put himself in danger. Can't escape from Cogs. If he's hooked or shackled, the Hex is there, but the great silence in from the Night Stalker, but there it is. Hook from Clockwork. Clears him up for a double kill.
Downtown. They should not overextend. Faceless Void has Chrono up, so they can take an easy fight, but not when Viper is dead.
This is a choke point where Chrono is going to be big. Oh, he gets it onto 2. Doesn't land the big one that he was looking for, though. Kills off 1. Now Mask of Madness on. He can't time walk away, and Empire, they'll come out on top.
Huge throw by NaVi there. They should not try to take a fight when you have 2, even 3 dead heroes.
Either you all in as a team, or you back up as a team, right?
Maybe a little bit of miscommunication there. Void felt like he can get someone in the Chrono. He could have gotten maybe a kill on Shadow Shaman without using the Mask of Madness and just walk away. Gotta tilt him. I love the look on the face.
Well, I just didn't say anything. I looked at the kill. I saw it coming a mile away, and I just look at Lacoste. Wait for his realization as the OD is dead again. Oh dear, FN. Not the best of games for him. 4.3k net worth. He's nearly got 4 staff, and that will maybe help him out a little bit. Get away from danger. Still going to be a super rough one for him, though. As Void now 700 gold away from Battle Fury. Jungle farming time for him. But silent on this Gyro. He's getting bigger and bigger. Yasha into BKB. 2,000 gold in the bank needs to be spent, though. You can't just have that kind of sunk net worth, right? It's not really.
Well, if it's in the bank, you get
put
the
to
interest,
use.
right?
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I did wonder for a long time, you know, playing Dota 1, why there was no interest system. Because in a bunch of other minigames, like, you know, Vampirism and
I don't play
like
I
tower
don't play
defense.
other games.
But you played tower defense games, right?
No, I used to in Dota 1.
Yeah, but like if you would like not build towers, you'd get more money the next round. And I always wondered why didn't they add that to Dota 2? Why, if you had like 3,000 gold saved up, why don't you get, you know, like
5%.
5% more? Yeah,
Dire are scanning.
it adds up to your tick rate.
Radiant's bottom
I think it would just be a bit
tower is
silly,
under
to be
attack.
honest. Imagine Alchemist. Imagine Alchemist with that kind of shit. Infinite money. Infinite money. And we don't want bankers running the game either. All of a sudden we'd have like HSBC in frickin' Dota 2, and that's absolutely awful. Battle Fury for Void finally arrives, and an Invis rune for his Chrono
It's the
as
best
well.
rune you can get, but they have a sentry ward. They do not have a vision where he picked it up.
Oh, smoke pops. Clockwork's like, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, but he's alone. He's being pinged out. Do they have a dust? Nope.
I don't see one. What is...
He's being pinged out.
They're trying to scout.
But they did not have a
Someone.
vision on him.
Radiant
They're
are
scanning.
This could be huge. They're scanning, yeah.
They know someone's here. Oh, Crystallize. Still invis. TP's now coming into this tier 1. Shadow Shaman up at top, not available for the
Radiant's
fight.
middle tower is under
NaVi,
Invis running out.
Radiant
they're not really
structures
setting
are
up for this,
fortified.
are they? He's going for a kill top lane instead. Witch Doctor back into the trees. Can he get a TP away from this? He might just be able to. Shadow Shaman inside. No, he's blocked. Can't get the Hex in time. Unfortunate. There for Empire. As not only do they miss a kill, but they have to retreat away from bottom lane. NaVi aggressively swarming through the Radiant jungle. Spirit into Stomp, but the quick repel again from the Omni Knight saves his life.
Donda says, fuck it, I'm gonna go for a Blade Mail against the Gyro, against the Clockwork, and
OD
as
as
well.
well.
That's a really smart build.
I mean, even to some extent, the Omni, right? Like if Clockwork jumps in with Purification and Blade Mail, Having some way to return the Purification and Arcane Orb damage, always going to be handy for Dendi.
Dire's middle
Jump up,
summoner is
Void
under
finds
attack.
Clock, doesn't want to expend that big Chrono ulti. If he jumps across here towards the shrine, he could find a 3-man, but with no vision over there, NaVi playing it patiently, safely. Shadow Shaman going to throw Serpent Wards potentially onto this tier 2. No, baiting out a TP though, definitely. Night Stalker comes up, sprints forward. Nighttime for a long time. Viper should be able to bring down the Shadow Shaman. Repel and Purification both there, but that's expended for your support. The turnaround Shackle. Hookshot in the back. Not catching anyone, I don't think, as the Void running forward. They're looking for a Chrono, but Crystallize is dying. Dendi killed the Shadow Shaman, but I don't know what's happened here to NaVi. They came in 1 by 1 and they fall 1 by 1.
Faceless Void should just stick to farming TP if there's a fight coming out. He farmed like 200 gold in 3 or 4
Radiant's
minutes.
bottom tower is under attack.
With a Battle Fury. Yeah. Well, I do find the Night Stalker again. 3 heroes dead from NaVi as General sprinting back. The Spirit Stomp should be able
Dire's top tower
to
is
keep
under
them at bay if they follow the homing missile through. Looks like they will just back up. Yeah, like Empire are walking into these fights
Dire's top
looking
tower
like the
is
weaker
under
team,
attack.
the weaker draft and lineup, but NaVi,
Dire's
hold my beer, Empire.
Well, you think you can throw? We'll show you what throw is. Like, Void needs that one item, the mobility item. Has Shadow Blade queued up.
And you've got BKB on the gyro. Oh boy, this could be a big swing point. Hurricane Pike on OD. He's come back into this. Somehow the OD is like 200 net worth behind the Void. Farming away, FN has found a way back into this game. NaVi definitely needs to go and make use of this ET Void combo. Just go and slay some people. Can't let Memepire get away with what they're doing right now. Farming all the way across the map, spread thin. Now they've got 1 hero bot, 1 hero top. The map belongs to Empire at this point, and Night Stalker, hello. Can he find the Shadow Shaman? Yes, he can. Hello. What's up? The scan is there. Not really needed, but Crystallize will be given the kill.
It's time to take the tier 2 tower on the bottom, which opens up a Roche for them, but they're gonna lose tier 2 on the top, 400 HP. I don't know if Void can TP. Maybe they can still defend it.
Well, he can. Whether or not he
Radiant's
will
bottom tower is under
is a
attack.
different question. Radiant
Dire's
scan
top tower is under
behind
attack.
that top tower, wondering if NaVi are maybe trying to defend, but NaVi smoking over on the Radiant side of the map and running towards top, looking for stragglers or anyone farming around this ancient shrine area. This is where NaVi should be fighting. Look for a Chrono
Yeah, that's the
somewhere
biggest
around here.
kill they can find.
There we go, into Gyro. It's a 1-man Chrono, but this is well worth it for sure. Down goes Silent. The rest of his team still lurking
Dire's
up at
tower
top.
is under
If you look
attack.
at how they execute the gank, it's kind of a mindfuck. They leave Viper on the bottom, like Viper is baiting on the bottom, playing super aggressive, and the rest of the team smokes and goes to the other side.
So you expect people to be like behind the Viper here as he's like pushing forward, but then they smoke and come all the way through and find them at the shrine. Roshan, what are we looking at? Drops a little bit low. And not killed off by any means. Hookshot in onto mid. The OD has Blink Pike now, but 4 staffs back. Elder Titan escapes the Blade Mail from Clockwork. Not doing anything because the Death Ward doesn't give a damn. And Earth Splitter onto OD. No Astral, no life, and no survival. Good Hex Shackles though. Catches Night Stalker. Daytime has arrived. Crystallize. No Chrono, but will still look to jump forward. He's got the damage and he's got the jump to catch the Shadow Shaman in on top of the Rasta's head, and see you later. Chase forward. General wants more. Oh, quick repel. Will buy time for the Omni as the cooldown launched. Silent, not going to get hit by the GA there as his raindrops getting popped, but NaVi take full control over this fight. Spirit moves forward, the BKB from Gyro comes out, but the bashes from Crystallize. His Massive Mana's going, so he can't time walk away, but healed up by the Witch Doctor, stays alive through it all, and Viper launching out the poisonous projectiles, slowly but surely tickling down Empire, so they're forced to back away. Omni caught, no jump forward. General did have Silence and Void, but a little worried about what was waiting up on top of that hill.
They could shrine up and go for a Roche. They know BKB is down on Gyro, no GA as well. They're gonna have Chrono in the next couple of seconds. They have Shrine ready on both sides.
Oh, Empire, what are you doing here? 2 heroes high ground. I thought maybe they were going to try and walk into that fight. Na'Vi on the low ground could have swung back with a vengeance. As you said, Invis Rune was the best one on Void. Now has a Shadow Blade with Chrono off cooldown. If they have a smoke in their pockets, which Witch Doctor does, I feel like it's prime time for Na'Vi to go and make a fight, win a fight, and take Roshan. 3 checkboxes to tick, and they shouldn't be too difficult.
Do they have any kind of reveal on side of Empire? Nope. And they already saw Void with Shadow Amulet, so they should prepare for his Shadow Blade. They have 1 sentry here for the Roche, but it doesn't catch the Roche bit.
And they start things off. Rocket Flares can come out as Omni blinks forward. Elder Titan waiting on the outskirts of this pit. Empire thinking about poking their heads in. From the south, the Gyro drags a creep wave across, showing his position. Roshan with that medallion on them and the DE Rune Void. Can he jump in and Chrono here on the OD? They repel him up. FN thinking about the blink forward. Banish on the Void as he force staffs back out. But this should open things up for Na'Vi potentially. Crystallize. This is getting close.
They have
the
vision.
hook shot in, snatched by the Omni. Crystallize. Chronos though, the big one with the Earth Splitter as well. Na'Vi, they need to get the Void out of danger. He Shadow Blades up and runs away. The Gyro still pumping out the damage. Where's the Viper? Gets the right clicks out, but the OD is still alive.
That was sick, Chrono, man. I'm not sure they should have gone for it because Clockwork provides so much vision, and they know he has a hook shot. I don't know what the plan was there. Omni stole the Aegis with the Blink Dagger, lost it there.
But he kept this OD alive through everything. Very nicely done. Yeah, it looked like Na'Vi maybe had a couple of opportunities to jump in there if only they had the vision. But Empire played that really nicely. Find themselves an avenue back into this game, and the OD is now online, ready to slay. Looks for the ET. Could jump forward. There's the Hurricane Pike. Oh, you're gonna blink. 1, 2. Down he goes.
He's getting close to his BKB, so he's not dependent on Omni Knight repelling him.
You can't always have that Omni repelling OD.
Just a casual plate mail.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Gonna backdoor the tower.
Radiant's top
Faceless
tower
Void needs
is under
his
attack.
BKB to be
Dire's
able to stand his ground and fight.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
General TP's down to bottom. 4 heroes from Empire ready to go. Spooky stuff. If General moves too far forward, he's being spotted here. And he's already used his Hunter in the Night, so he can't fly over the trees anymore. He's going to get hexed and killed. Immediate dismissal.
That's free, and for OD, they can just go for tier 2.
And Silent defending mid lane all alone. 1 call down is all it takes as he swings back through the jungle to meet up and connect with his team.
Dire's bottom tower
Na'Vi
is under attack.
try and get some split push action going top. Feels like they've slipped away, but they've got this Chrono ready. If they want to go back and defend, they potentially can.
Is under attack.
I'm not sure they want to defend it.
Serpent Water there.
They really need that BKB on a Void. He's getting close, like 600-700 gold away from it.
So he'll just continue farming, let the tier 2 drop. Full shivers now. OD waits out that BKB. He's even thinking about a Monkey King bar to come out next.
Has fallen.
Maybe relying on that repel a little more as top lane Seneko was left alone by his Void as they try and cancel TPs and find a fight bottom. Seneko will die. The TP back from the OD goes into the jungle though, doesn't go back to base, and the hunt is on. Crystallized Invis, the Shadow Blade about to wear off. The Gyro running through the northwestern part of the map, but they've maybe found the OD. No, they haven't. The Hurricane Pike forces Crystallize away.
12, and he's really getting low on that And he has enough mana for a Shadow Blade, ulti, and one Time Walk.
Dangerous territory for them. And Omni closing in on a Scythe of Vice. Feels like Dendi's strength in this game has waned a little bit. He's slowed down. The Blade Mail didn't really gain them too much, but maybe with his BKB, which is majority completed, back on the Courier, they could look to hit that timing with the double BKBs, the Void and the Viper, to fight into this Radiant side. But it's Empire setting up for tower takedowns now. 20 seconds on the Serpent Wards. Gyro up on the front lines. Nothing really to go in on that one solitary hero. They need to hit the back lines with the Shadow Blade, but they've got sentries everywhere. Empire, they're ready. The Bermuda Triangle of sentries here will spot the Void coming in. He's seen, and they're going to jump on him. The Hex to start things off. They need to save this Void. They need to get him out of danger. The Force and the Glimmer will keep him up and running. There's the Spirit Vessel, the Chrono. It comes in, but hits only the Gyro. Death Ward down, but the GA will save him. Now move forward onto the OD, but the Void can't do anything. And now hook shot forward. Empire have found their opening. Looking for the kills, but the Witch Doctor will be the only one.
They wasted everything on just the Gyro, who had Omni behind him, used the GA. He needs to catch either OD or Omni Knight. Ideally, it would be if he catches both in Chrono, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Roshan a long way away. Oh, you feel that? Viper taking the pain from the OD. No high ground push though. Empire gonna wait this one out. Get the next Roshan, farm themselves up a couple of new items. You know, MKB on this little old OD. Maybe think about a BKB later on.
It's really hard to enter the base against Elder Titan. You just have that one hero who provides you with infinite base defense.
I was meant to have this.
General's even going for a BKB of his own. Sick and tired of this OD destroying people.
It doesn't feel like 3-2-2 anymore. It feels more like 6-4-4 or 9-6-6.
We need to go deeper.
I would need a counter for that.
Empire back in the lead. 2,000 net worth for them. But it's the experience, the levels, the itemization, and the fact this OD has found himself skyrocketing from middle table up towards the second place. Just behind the Battle Fury Faceless Void. NaVi not really too disturbed though just yet. They have their BKBs, they have their Chrono ready, and they want to try and make a fight. They just need to land that perfect Chrono. A lot rests on Crystallizer's shoulders this game.
Elder Titan with the Glimmer Cape. It's a good choice. A lot of magical damage inside of Empire. Also, when OD goes in with Blink and Pike, they repel him, so he just hides the target and he only loses 4 int.
Try and keep whoever they can alive. Empire, here we go. The fight that will open up Roshan or the high ground for them. NaVi, just outside of their base, will smoke into smoke. This is going to be big. Oh, Empire, you've grouped up. The Chrono comes in, catches the Gyro, but the Omni's still outside. It blinks away. The Gyro's being pummeled here with the Earthsplitter down. They'll look to bring him down, but the GA misses. Can they get the damage? They do! NaVi bring Silent to his knees as they now turn onto the Shadow Shaman. Crystallize found a decent enough Chrono, but it was a Death Ward that secures it in the end. The OD Astral, it keeps him alive for a split second, but now NaVi with a double kill on Void, looking way, way stronger and more confident with their moves.
That's a nice Chrono though. Kind of zoned out the Omni Knight. He had a blink ready there, so he could have blinked in closer to the Gyro and used Guardian Angel. He just used it and it did not catch.
Because when Void came in and Chronoed here, Omni blinked up. Maybe if he blinked down, you know, it's just that split-second decision. If he'd blinked down, the chances there is he'd get the GA on the Gyro, get a heal, get a repel, and the fight looks completely different. But that snap decision, you know, oh shit, Void's here, I've got to blink away.
No buyback on OD.
Oh, goodness. 40 seconds. Gyro buys back with 20 seconds remaining on his respawn timer to try and defend this tier 3. Gyrocopter has returned. You're absolutely right, Roger. Clockwork moves forward. Homing missile. Donk on the head there of the Faceless Void, but forced out, and this cooldown will come to nothing as Viper turns back onto that gyro. Scary stuff.
Radiant's middle tower.
Empire chasing forward. In onto Dendy with the Omni Knight. BKB TP away though. There's
No
nothing
hook
to
shot.
cancel this anymore. The Hex will come out and kill off the Witch Doctor. But Empire.
Roche spawns in 40 seconds. They have 3 BKBs plus a gem now on a Night Stalker, so they can get rid of the vision. He needs that level 3 ulti, level 3 darkness, cooldown, 80 seconds only.
How Empire wish that Roshan was alive right now. Would have been big for them, but the gyro buyback definitely hurts them a lot. He had 20 seconds to respawn. They still lose their tier 3 and this butterfly delayed.
Yeah, did you see how Dendy killed the tower? The last hit, I thought it's not gonna die, but with the talent, poison attack affect buildings, he got it.
It's worth it. Got him. Who's up at top? Blink Hex. Omni. He's the initiator now. McCabe comes through. They're going to force Staff to go. The Void needs to be pushed out, but no, he's going to turn back and fight. The bash in onto Omni with a solo chrono. Poor little Ghostic. Right click down by Crystallize as the chase is on. Shadow Shaman drops the Serpent Wards in the middle of bloody nowhere. Free farm there for the Dire team. As Empire crumbling. Game 3. NaVi. Looks like they might just have this. Roshan's alive. Aegis and Cheese could be the closer here.
This is gonna go down so quickly. They have a vision, no hookshot for 19 seconds. No shit, Sherlock, they're doing Roche.
Just making sure that everyone knows.
It's gonna be Aegis, one Faceless Void, Cheese and Viper. They can't even try to go for Void anymore, just to take him down.
So who do you focus here? I mean, if you blink Hex on the Viper, is Viper a big enough hero to really warrant that kind of initiation?
Top shrine is under
He's
attack.
hard to take down. What they can do, try to maybe kill Void once or just dodge the fights until the Aegis is gone. Shrine's gonna die because they don't have the tier 3 tower.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
OD has changed his mind again. FN is like, BKB, nah, MKB. Nah, BKB, MKB. Hyperstone and BKB. Halfway. I'll try and get the remainder of that 1,000 gold he needs to pick up the recipe. It'll take a little bit of time, but he's got bounty runes and he's got bot lane to push as NaVi pretty much showing their faces up at top tier 2 for that final outer tower.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Dendy has Boots of Travel. Shoves out one wave mid and away he goes up towards top. Maybe unexpected here from Empire, who have all grouped up bottom. Clockwork, the one straggler.
He does not want to show yet.
Radiant's top tower.
So they can split push. Now it's go time. 25 seconds cooldown on BOTs. Cheese in the backpack still. Maybe he should swap it around with Aquila at least.
And Empire, look at how tentative they are, just sitting back, not knowing where the Dire heroes are. Clockwork, OD, unable to cancel any TPs as NaVi do come back and return to their base. But with Aegis and Cheese, it feels like potentially they can go for this mid lane of Rax with no glyph for about a minute. It'll be back up. It'll be back up for Empire to defend their base. BKB OD has arrived. How much, Lacoste, does this BKB mean to FN and Team Empire?
It does not rely on positioning near the Omni Knight anymore. They can start a fight with the classic Blink Dagger and the Hurricane Pike just to get some OD, some damage. He needs MKB as well. There's a Witch Doctor with Solar Crest. Also, Elder Titan has Talisman. Getting really close to that Heaven's Halberd, so that's why he needs a BKB.
Cool. So good against both of these core heroes. I mean, OD especially. Empire defending their gyro with the Omni top, the buddy system in play. NaVi, the other two lanes, mid and bottom, both reaching tier 3s and this high ground ramp of Empire, and they have to bring everyone back to defend. How long do we have on the Aegis? About 2 minutes for this Void to have that second life.
He went for Chronosphere AoE. Level 25. Butterfly also finished on him, so OD really needs that MKB.
Oh, here we go. Darkness popped. General scouting out.
Yeah, only 40 seconds on the nighttime.
And he's got that gem still up on him.
I don't think they're gonna take the fight because it's gonna be a daytime. Just gonna try to do some damage building, but they want to use the Aegis. So.
NaVi just keep forcing it. Crystallize does fall back, farm up this jungle. They need to, yeah, they're gonna try and keep every lane pushed in and force Empire to sit in their base for a while. That one push that Gyro Omni did top, working out wonders. Feels like Aegis timing maybe being wasted a little, but this is very safe from NaVi.
I'll take that.
Void is going for a Lincoln Sphere. He doesn't even have power threads in inventory.
Who needs them? He has Butterfly. NaVi just sticking as a unit. Viper, the only one really to be out on the map alone. Throws one hit towards the OD and then walks away. A little bit of a scare tactic there as they are converging in onto this area. If they can bait the fight in onto Dendi, Shadow Shaman down on the low ground, spotted out and caught. The Glimmer Cape not going to save you because of this gem on General. Gemeral. Yeah, I knew you were going to do it. I knew it. I got there first for once.
We had a talk about it that the people who don't speak English as a first language, that they can do it more easily, right?
Yeah, because you see, because we I don't know, we learn words like, you know, kind of naturally, or being forced to learn words as vocabulary for non-native speakers, and then you're like, oh, that word has a similar link to that word. Oh look, these two seem very, very close together. What do they do together? It's like Cyclops as well. Like the amount of joke, like the language jokes that Cyclops makes in English are like ridiculously good. It's crazy. Banish in and blink out. Empire don't want to get involved just now. Halberd is done for the ET, but yet again
they're waiting for the nighttime. They have ulti ready in 15 seconds. 44 is the nighttime, so if he uses it in 20 seconds, they're gonna have 5 minutes of a nighttime. Easy math.
But Empire still pushing out this one lane, which NaVi seem pretty annoyed about. It keeps triggering this response where one hero goes back and pushes this lane, then they have to go back and reset the other two lanes, and now Empire think it may be time to move out of their base. They've drawn a line across, still waiting inside. Now moving forward, Omni Knight wants to get involved. He's got a gem, and they'll look to de-ward as much as they can around their base, remove this vision from NaVi, but middle lane, Gyrocopter, found by General. Just a bit of a poke and a prod and a push him back. As Viper's Boots of Travel does get cancelled out there. The flat cannon was going to kill off the creep, so he decides to cancel and just move himself towards mid lane naturally. Oh, they've gone forward too far. There's the big-ass Chrono. Look at the bubble. They're trying to bring down the Shadow Shaman. Astral
misses again.
Sends the gyro under. The GA did it not land. The BKB will come out from the Gyrocopter. Crystallize pops his BKB. Wish Doctor forced to retreat. The hookshot slides on through. But this is NaVi still in a decent position. They've got themselves a Hex onto the Viper. Down goes Dendi, but the bash forward. Omni Knight can't save his gyro buddy. 1 minute and a half for Silent, but he does have a buyback. The chase in onto Clockwork, a good cogs, burns all of the mana from Crystallize, so there is no time walk there. But ET, Glimmercape, he runs on forward. What's the OD doing? Silent stopped the Omnis behind him. He does have the repel. Oh, this is what he's doing. He's fighting. He's destroying. He is crushing. He's got the DPS. Crystallize running low on HP, but he's got the bashes. The Astral sends the OD down. Away from this awful fight that he's found himself in, and he blinks away as the Omni Knight was removed from the game. Crystallize, bash back. And the OD does not want to be there anymore. Pretty even fight, all things considered. Empire holding on by the skin of their teeth.
Oh, what a chaotic fight. Once again, Omni-Knight misses a Guardian Angel just on Shadow Shaman. I mean, he was standing so close to him. I gotta check on the AoE. I don't know. Should catch.
Yeah. So what, the Chrono was like here, right? With one hero there, and Omni was like standing here. How did the... Like,
how do you miss? I don't know.
I mean, look at the GA AoE. It's like this much. I'm confused. Something
I can tell
went wrong.
that you were really good at pain carry.
Yeah. I'm good at drawing. Here, look, I can draw a cat for you, Lacoste. But you have to do it quickly, or else it runs out before you finish. There.
Nice. Roche will respawn in 2 minutes.
Who's it going to go to? Who does this Roshan belong to?
Refresher Shard sounds so scary. OD with 2 double ultis, 2 BKBs, 2 Shiva's guards. Sounds super scary. Void does not have mana to cast the double Chrono plus Shadow Blade and some Time Walk, especially if he gets hit by an OD. Also,
just one hit, honestly.
yeah, but also OD is level 25, so plus 60 seconds Arcane Orb steal.
So if they win a fight and they push forward, maybe buybacks won't even save NaVi, but we'll come to that.
Minute?
Bridge.
Okay, 140 seconds of this. That's a lot of time. Look at it. He's still missing mana.
Yeah, super annoying. Well, the smoke from Empire going in deep gets a ward down at the very least, but...
Wrong way.
Yeah, NaVi, this could be great for them. The Radiant Observer... Oh, they see the Witch Doctor now. They know NaVi are in this area. Obs onto Obs. Where's their gem? Where's the Night Stalker? In he comes. So now he knows they've been spotted. Now they will realize.
Yeah, they know. They're not defending the base.
Dire on the Radiant side and Radiant on the Dire side. We've got the reversal standoff. North and South Korea have swapped places, apparently. Oh, the DMZ in the middle of the river yet again, and in they go. The Serpent Wards drop, but in comes the Chrono. No, still waiting for it, holding on. There we go.
That's a big bubble.
Omni and OD, both inside. They focus down the Omni Knight, looking to kill him off, and with the sleep, they will need one more click to take him down. The OD chased back, and both dead, with 3 heroes down, and NaVi losing only their Witch Doctor. Empire will fall, and the Rebels have taken over this game.
Bing! Yeah, that was a big Chrono. Even though he caught Viper inside, it doesn't matter. The good positioning from ET gave him enough time to cast the Earth Splitter. They're just gonna go for Roche now.
Who bought back over on?
OD bought back, but I don't think he can do anything. Omni does not have a buyback. 40 seconds, they can still reach the base.
20 seconds till night. Oh, OD, yeah. Force away. Blink back. Run as quickly as you can. Double halberd. Butterflies. Very, very hard to kill off these Dire heroes when Gyro has no MKB, and he's probably going to be forced to buy back here. But that's a good hex into damage. The OD slams Dendy. Holy shit. Can't pop his cheese, and now Crystallize. You're dealing with 2 heroes here, and you're losing 4v2 as the OD jumps in, looking for even more. FN, oh, this could be interesting. Pops his BKB, the jump out from Crystallize as General. He's going to sprint away with a BKB of his own. NaVi, what the hell have you done? What's happening?
A lot of mistakes in all 3 games.
I mean, they don't lose Aegis and Cheese or anything, I guess. Which
yeah,
is
but they lost Viper. Just gonna wait for him. They have a Refresher Shard plus Nullifier on Faceless Void.
What's the big nullifier here? Is it the OD?
Yeah.
It feels like it's the OD. Most actives on him.
Or if you can catch Gyro as well. Doesn't even matter after the Chrono.
Well, Empire get to move across the river. OD feeling pretty good about himself with the MKB now.
Elder Titan is 25. 25 seconds cooldown on Earth Splitter.
That is a crazy talent. What's the downtime? Because it takes a while for the spell to come out. It's pretty speedy. Explode delay 3.14.
Do the math quickly.
It's too hard.
16.4.
16.4.
Come and be judged.
Arcane rune for Gyro. Faster cooldown on his flat cannon. They found Night Stalker here. He does have buyback, I believe. The jump in, the chrono onto Gyro. Now surely Omni can get the GA this time. There we go. That's more like it. And Void will be forced to back up and away. So no chrono now for a good 100 seconds.
He can use the refresher shard and surprise them if he wants to. But they can just cool it off. They have a good base defense with Elder Titan.
Oh, look. What has spawned? Double damage rune. Go on, Dendi. Go grab it. You know you want it.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Empire
attack.
just cannot push. With all of this defensive nature of Navi's lineup.
Even Clockwork has a
Dire's
nullifier.
bottom tower is under attack.
And that's a really great item actually on Clockwork because they can't force stuff out. They can't use a BKB.
Oh, yeah.
So you can solo kill.
Because we saw it in our pub on Ricky the other day, right? With a smoke screen and nullifier, and I got really pissed off. And I started slamming the table and walking out of the room because I kept dying. Might see that here from someone like General. Maybe Crystallize, but I don't know. They're very calm, collected people. Even if they get hit by that nullifier, they'll keep their wits about them. And of course, you still have this Aegis on the Void for 1 minute and 15 seconds. Na'Vi likely feel they should get some value out of it. Empire have done a good job wasting the time and running down the clock. Na'Vi ready to strike while the iron is still relatively hot. And Dendi holding onto the cheese. I mean, he died so quickly before he could get cheese off.
He was hacked. He couldn't get the cheese off.
Crystallize invis. Is there actually no reveal here? The smoke spotted, I think. I think Empire know about this, but they're not going to know the exact positioning of these heroes. Void still hidden. Shadowblade in 10. Where is their vision? Dire Observer Ward on the high ground. They need to see the Omni Knight. He is relatively deep here next to the tier 4s, but now they see him and they jump. They blinks away. Great play, but they are going to focus down this gyrocopter. Right clicks in, the
Doesn't
GA
catch
misses again. Empire get the repel to the gyro at the very least, but the OD's in way too deep. The Death Ward blinks away. The BKB forced here from FN as Omni comes to save his buddy, but the racks are falling. Na'Vi finally get themselves in the buildings.
He's about to use the refresher shard.
On the Faceless Void, you're absolutely right. In he will go. BKB, MKB, ready to flow
Aegis is
through.
gone.
The Aegis has expired. This may be a little bit spooky, but if you can catch the OD, the Gyro, both overlapping here a little bit, they're pinging it out, saying don't get caught. The hookshot misses, the
No.
chrono comes in. BKB from Gyro, but the Earth Splitter will fly across them all. And Empire, this is an absolute disaster. One falls, the buyback immediate, but OD, Astral to put himself out of danger. The BKB from Elder Titan keeps him alive. Crystallize has to jump away, but the Gyro looking like he might just die back as Dendi misses a hit there to the butterfly, but in goes Roger, diving base, and GG is called 3-0. Na'Vi qualify for ESL and Genting, and Empire get slaughtered in its best of 5.
Yeah, now we're a better team today. 3-0. I think they outdrafted them, and I would say outplayed them even. Man, these games, a lot of mistakes by both teams.
Yeah. I mean, game 3 was a little bit closer. But
It
it was more Na'Vi being a little bit sloppy than anything else, I feel. What does this graph look like? No, much more straightforward. One direction, all the way down. A little bit of an upset here and there, with Roshan fights and that. But Na'Vi, very good, straightforward game plan. And congratulations to them. So now we've got Europe, Southeast Asia, CIS. South America is happening right now, I believe. I don't think they are done just yet. That's over on ESL_Join Dota Yellow. But we've got NA coming up later tonight. on top of all of that. So make sure you tune in to all of the wonderful Dota qualifier action that's happening this week. From me and Lacoste, that's it.
That's it, Gary. Yeah, what do we have? We have Planet Dog, we have Penta, even though Planet Dog lost 33, he went to Optic, so there are some rumors about Planet Dog.
We'll see what they end up doing. And TNC for Southeast Asia as well. But yeah, it's been a fun ride. It's been a fun ride. Hopefully you guys... Oh, no, we do have more. China. China's coming up 28th to the 30th of December. So that's in like a week from now, I believe. We're going to be doing... Not me and you, unfortunately, because holiday season. And we had to get some last-minute bookings to get ourselves in. But we will have China qualifiers for ESL 1 Genting coming very, very shortly in the next couple of days. But from myself and Lacoste, happy holidays. Hopefully you enjoy your festive season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. See you guys next time.